And it goes a little something like
you all summer and after I'll keep you all summer and after I'll keep you all summer and after I'll keep you all summer and after
yeah.
I'm Tanner Strive,
I'm Savannah Truitt,
and you're watching Cutlass
Cutlass
TV
TV
News. Here's an introduction story on Miss Wilson, the new science teacher, by Avery Hobson, Josh Fife, and Isaac Peterson.
Calvin Cochran gives his thoughts on one of this year's new teachers, Mrs. Wilson.
Class environment is very structured when it comes to taking notes and very structured when it's in the classroom. But we get to do a lot of hands-on stuff as well. Like once we get into the lab, it's a lot of fun. Miss Wilson's class is special because normally, I really don't like science, but we get brain breaks, and if it starts to get heated in there, we take some deep breaths and do some stuff, and it's really different from other science classes.
Sophomore Marissa Smith explains why she likes Mrs. Wilson.
Miss Wilson is the kind of teacher that is very fun-loving, and she's interesting. She has a great sense of humor, and she does really good in the classroom with teaching and making every student feel loved. Miss Wilson knows how to connect with the students because she likes to ask us how our weekends have been and if we're doing all right, and she likes to make sure that we're understanding everything that we need to understand. At the beginning of the year, she had us make a presentation to describe ourselves for her, and also we got to use an adjective to describe ourselves that started with the first letter of our name.
With Avery Hobson and Josh Fife, this is Isaac Peterson with Cutlass TV News.
Many of our Belton Pirate seniors have been going on college visits. Here's more on the story by Andrew Clark, Robert Thomas, and Jesse Larson.
Very soon, the 2018 class will be off and running to college, and with that comes the help of Mr. Pangborn.
What they've got me in here for is to just build a college-going culture. So I will look for scholarships, and I will tell kids about schools and provide campus tours. So far we've got 3 tours scheduled, and we were trying to just get involvement in those. That way students can see what a college campus is and just try to get them more educated, getting to know the area. So far I'm new to this side of the state, so getting to know the people in this area has been my favorite part so far. So KC Scholars is a program that offers 3 levels of scholarships. So there's an adult learning one, which is for your non-traditional students going back to college, and then you've got your sophomores or your freshmen, which also can get a small award, which will build up as they go through high school. And then you have your traditional awards, which is your incoming seniors that are going to go to college, and it's up to a $10,000 award.
I visited the campus and I really liked it because it was small, and I liked that their nursing department, it was all underground and all updated and everything. So it was really nice, and they had a lot of really cool labs and stuff. KC Scholars is a scholarship program, and it's funded by people in Kansas City, and it's for students that live in Kansas City. Basically, all you have to do is just write 2 essays, and they give you the prompts. And then if you win, you can get up to $10,000 a year for college.
I went to a camp in the summer and had a good performance, and then they offered me a walk-on spot. It's crazy. 7,000 people showed up to one of the camps I went to, and they rolled out the red carpet the next day whenever I went on my recruiting trip, so it was pretty good. I've already been around the campus one time, and they showed me all the academic stuff and all the coaches I got introduced to. It's pretty cool.
For Jessica Larson and Robert Thomas, I'm Andrew Clark for Cutlass TV News.
Boys soccer has a new coach this year. Here's more on Coach Smith and the season by Brian Reyes, Daniel Wiggins, and Michael Landreth.
As this year's boys soccer is coming to an end, we talked to Blaine Truman on how he started playing competitive soccer.
Well, I started playing when I was 9 after a friend convinced me to stop playing football. And I fell in love with the game, and I haven't stopped playing since.
Truman also tells us his goals for the soccer team this year.
I know we'd like to win conference and districts this year and keep that legacy of going 4 years in a row winning both of them, and we would love to go further than sectionals and be the first team to go into the state tournament. Personally, I would like to commit to playing at the collegiate level and I would also like to be in all conference, all district, all state goalkeeper.
As the BHS soccer team has a new head coach, Jared Smith tells us how confident he feels about his team.
I'm confident in my team. We've got experienced players. Right now we're 6-3. We're just kind of searching for our identity. Still looking to score goals. A lot of our wins have been 1-0 wins, which can be kind of stressful at times, without that cushion of a 2 or 3 goal lead. But I'm very confident in our abilities. Like I said, we're just looking to build on what we've done so far and find our identity.
Smith also tells us his goals for the soccer team this year.
Our goals for the season, obviously, is to advance in the state tournament as far as possible. Looking to be, 4-time district champs again, 4-time conference champs. Those are the obvious goals. But we'll see how things go throughout the season. We'll obviously do our best that we can, and give it our all.
With Michael Landrum and Brian Rees, I'm Daniel Higgins for Cutlass TV News.
National Character Education Day was this Wednesday. Here's an inspirational video by Samantha LaValle, Savannah Truitt, Kaylin Hill, and Terry Brown.
Inspired to read.
Inspired to write.
Inspired to play.
Inspired to dream.
Inspired to get outdoors.
What inspired me to become a teacher, I would have to say, is one, my dad, and then my high school coach. Both of those people instilled in me a passion for not only sports, but for working with others and working with youth.
More than anything, I just love being around people and love to see students grow and become wonderful people and find their way in life. Became a teacher because I love math and I love science, and so I thought, well, that'll be fun to do that all day. But what I found out was it's not so much what I teach, but my students that I talk to, and that's I just get a lot of energy from being around them, and they're always fun and full of life.
And being able to really, truly show who you are as a person, as your character. And I think all of those things, all of those traits go beyond some of the things that necessarily you may struggle with in math or science or social studies, to really define who you are and who you want to be for everybody else.
Inspired to be courageous.
To be compassionate.
To be responsible.
To be self-disciplined.
To be a good citizen.
Belton Young Life plays a big role in many of our students' lives. Here's the story by Tanner Strife, Mason Goffey, and Chloe Murphy.
Young Life meets every Thursday as a club, introducing adolescents to the Christian faith and to help grow it. Kyle Matthews shares how important Young Life is to him. Young Life has impacted my life by giving me something to look forward to and enjoy every Thursday night of every week. Young Life is a place where you can be yourself and have fun, don't have any stress from school, just go and let loose and enjoy life. At the start of every club, you just kind of do whatever you want, play volleyball, play frisbee, and then when you get to club, there's all kinds of games. It's hard to explain, something different every day, and sing music and dance with friends and stuff, get kind of crazy. Glenn Kreisel shares how Young Life has affected his life.
Young Life's impacted my life. It's helped me through a lot of hard times, all the people, and all the fun we have. It kind of takes my mind off of all the hardships and hard times that happen in my life. A lot of my friends went to Young Life, and there was a guy, not many people know him, but a lot of people actually do know him. His name was Robert Radicke. He brought me to Young Life. He's begging me to come every week. Finally just did and gave in. I haven't missed the club since.
Said as a party with a purpose, Young Life leader Brian Mason shares what Young Life is to him.
Young Life is for every kid, everywhere. Young Life is the best night of your week. Young Life is a lot of different things, but I think what you'll find is it's a little bit different for everyone who comes, and everybody gets a little bit something different. You come to a club and it's just a fun time, dancing and hanging out and playing games and just having a good time. And at the end of the night, you get a real positive message, and it changes your life. So everyone that's come to Young Life says that Young Life has changed my life. So it's changed me dramatically in the way that I see my community, the way that I see myself, and the way that I see the impact that I get to have on kids and high school kids and middle school kids and teen moms, and how we get to interact and be there for them. It's changed my life.
Check out Young Life every Thursday at the Big Red Barn. With Mason Goffey, this is Tanner Strife with Cutlass TV News. Here's this week's sports report with Kaylin Hill and Samantha LaValle.
I'm Samantha LaValle.
And I'm Kaylin Hill.
Welcome to Sports Report.
Belton had an exciting week in sports.
Yes, varsity football defeated Ray South at home with a score of 35-28.
Varsity soccer fell to Rockers on Saturday, ending a successful 2-1 week at the Blue Springs South Tournament over the weekend.
At the KC Metro Special Olympics Tournament, Darren Miller received a gold first medal and Candace Sanders received a silver second place medal.
Congrats to both of our medalists.
C-Team Soccer fell to Lee Summit West, as did Varsity Soccer to Platte County. JV Soccer was able to squeeze out a win by scoring a goal with 20 seconds left on the clock to seal the victory.
Varsity and JV softball both fell to their games at Platte County on Monday.
The Lady Pirates tennis team lost at Platte County Tuesday.
But the Pirates softball team defeated Winnetonka, Varsity won 13-3, and JV winning 18-3.
The Lady Pirates tennis team hosted the Belton Invitational yesterday.
Boys swimming defeated Casey Central, Lincoln Prep, Marshall, and Pembroke Hill, while narrowly falling to Ray Peck to improve their season record to 12-5.
Varsity soccer played at the Rockwood Summit Tournament last night and won.
Don't forget to support your Pirates tonight at Platte County at 7.
Tune in next time for Sports Report. Thanks for watching Belton High School.
Remember to tune in next week.
And as always,
Carpe diem.